What's going on, everyone? So, what I want to talk to you guys about today is email marketing once again. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through some more flows that you can add using Klaviyo, and then I'll also show you how to send out an actual email marketing campaign. So, as you build up your subscriber list or your newsletter, you can send out campaigns to the people who subscribe to your list, and you could try to sell them on different deals and offers that you have going on once you begin collecting those subscribers. So let me see something real quick. All right, so I'll show you guys how to do that right now. All right, so here's Klaviyo right here. So first thing I want to do is go through some more flows real quick and how to set those up. So I believe I went through 3 flows last time, so I'll go through a few more. So I'll show you the welcome series. So welcome series is basically the set of emails that customers are going to get our potential customers are going to get when they subscribe to your newsletter. They're going to enter in their email and opt in, and then you're going to be able to send them basically a series of emails introducing your brand, telling people to follow you on social media, and eventually trying to get them to order from you. So it's a set of 3 emails that actually get sent to them, right? So if you go back on Klaviyo, they have a welcome series flow already created for you, and you can just add to that. So you would go browse ideas, and then you can just go to welcome. And then it's a welcome series right here. And then you just use the standard one. So welcome standard series. And then as you can see, it's 3 emails sent out to these customers. And then you have to have a trigger, right? So these people have to subscribe to one of these, they have to be in one of these categories right here. I have it as subscribers, but once they subscribe to subscribers, then they're going to be sent these emails right here. So you have to make sure that you're funneling them to the correct category so you can email them. But I already have mine set up, so I'll just show you what I did and what it looks like. So we have the welcome series. So I'll show you how the welcome series looks. So you have email number 1, right? So if I go in and I edit the email, the subject line is "You just made the right decision," trying to capture the customer's attention, or the potential customer's attention, I should say. And then the preview text is "Thanks for joining the 17th family." So you say, "Thanks for joining the name of your brand family," or you can say, "Thanks for subscribing to our newsletter," or whatever the case is. What you want to think about when you're sending out these emails is you want to get a high open rate, because if the more people that open up your emails, the more people are likely to buy from you. So you want to get them to open up your email. So you have to say something that's catchy or something that's going to grab their attention. So then you can end up converting these people and turning them into customers. So I just say something like, "You just made the right decision," because somebody could think, "Oh, they're in, like, what are they talking about? Or what decision did I make?" And that leads to them being able to open up these emails, right? So I can actually show you right here. Our open rate is pretty high too for that first email, right? It's a 73% open rate, and then 9.1% people place orders. This is just within the last 30 days. Our analytics look like that. So as you can see, it's performing fairly well. And then when you actually go into the email, you can edit the content, right? So what I like to have for the first email that's going to be sent is just "Welcome to the 17th family" once again. That's going to be the header. So we just want to thank people for subscribing and give them a quick little background about our brand, right? So we say just a little background on us, and then we say we pride ourselves on being a veteran owned and operated company founded in 2015. And we give a little story about our brand and kind of get people familiar with our brand, with our message, with our vision, right? So For the first email, I say don't try to sell too hard. Just get people familiar with your brand and get them comfortable with you. So then you built that emotional connection with them. And then eventually in the continuing emails, they could convert, or even them just learning about your story, they may even just shop after that. Once they know a little bit more about your brand, they get used to you. But yeah, so what I like to do is I kind of just went to our page to send out this email, right? And then you already have an about me page, or if you already have an about me page, you can use that as a basis or as a template for what you want your first email to be. As you can see, if I go to our story right here, what I did was I kind of took this story and then I condensed it into an email, made it a concise email and edited a few things and then just copied and pasted right here. So take your story or the things about your brand and maybe add like 3 paragraphs, a 3-paragraph email and condense it into that. And you could send that as your first email. And then you would just have a button at the bottom and people can shop using that button. But yeah, it's basically just giving a little intro about yourself, right? Not trying to sell too hard or anything like that. But if people buy from you because you sold them on your brand or your idea, then that's good as well too. But that's what the first email would look like right here, right? So now after that, you'd have your next email. So this one is going to be sent instantly. I forgot to mention you have a trigger, right? So make sure that you have the correct trigger, that they're on the correct list. Our list is called subscribers. Anybody who subscribes to this list called subscribers, whether that's through Shopify, there's a email form embedded on Shopify, or whether that's through the pop-up that we have trying to collect their emails. They're both are getting funneled through that list called subscribers. So that's what's going to trigger these emails. So make sure you have your trigger set up correctly, right? So then after the first email, which you have is a time delay, right? So if you want to add a time delay, you just click and drag it right here, but we already have one. So I have a time delay before this next email is going to be sent out. So it's going to happen 3 days after this first email is sent out, right? The next one is just going to be follow us on social media, right? We're trying to gain, this is another way for you to gain followers on social media and for people to be connected with your brand. So maybe the good thing is you already have their email, but if you already have their email, now you have them following you on social media, you're going to have a lot of eyeballs on your brand pretty much, and they're going to see your brand through different avenues and different venues or whatever the case is. So not only can you target them through email, but if you're running a deal and you're promoting on social media, if you get them to follow you on there, then basically you'll have them on there as well too, right? So I don't think I did too much editing with this one. It just says follow us on social media as the subject line. And then it says, while you're here, you might as well give us a follow, right? Then for the content, do you like us? And we mean like us. I think that was already created by Klaviyo. Just add a quick little product picture too, something that's pleasing to the eyes or whatever the case is. And then this is the actual text or the actual copy. So these days, there are so many different ways to stay connected with what we care about. Luckily, at 17th Watches, we do not make you choose. Check us out against different social media channels. And all you need to do is just link to your social media channels right here. So if you have an Instagram, paste it right here. If you have a Facebook, paste it. And then if you have a Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube channel, whatever the case is, paste all those too, because that's going to help build up your other accounts as well. So just make sure that you have those linked, but it's pretty straightforward because Klaviyo already has a template set up for you. All you have to do is go in and add those links to those specific social media sites that you want people to follow you on, right? And then you have a join us button right here. And then I'll just say link to your best platform pretty much. Our best platform is Instagram. So I'm gonna link to Instagram down here. But if it would be Twitter for you, or if it would be Facebook on this button right here where it says join us, link to that right there, because basically you're trying to funnel them into the best way for people to stay in contact with you, for them to keep up with your content, for them to engage with you. So you just link it right here. So That's simple, right? Is the second email that's going to be sent out. Now, on the final email, this is more so when we try to sell a little bit more, try to convert people because, sorry, because people are a little bit more comfortable with our brand. They're a little bit more familiar with our brand. So then this is when you'd actually push for the sale. You can throw in a discount code or whatever the case is. So now we're waiting 4 days before this last email is sent out, right? As you can see, this is just for the last 30 days. I messed up this funnel and actually deleted the other one. So it doesn't have too much data on it right now. As you can see, only 21 emails got delivered within the last 31 days, but it was a way high number before. But I had to start over and reset this whole flow because I deleted it on accident. But this is when you would actually throw in like, some type of deal, right? So the deal we have is, or the subject we have is upgrade your risk. And then it just says, check out some of our best sellers, right? So this is where we're letting people know you can upgrade your risk at a reasonable price. And then we have this discount code right here, right? It's called SAVE15 for 15% off for your next order. And then we just have a quick little description about a few products we're trying to get the customers to check out, right? So we have the name of the products, and then we have quick little 2 sentences about the product, and we have a link to the specific products, right? So this is Leather Blue S2, and then you have your link, right? So if you wanted to add a link, it's pretty simple. All you would do is you would go here, and then if you had a link right there, you just press this little link button right here, and then you have your website URL, and you would just copy and paste it there. So let's just say if I wanted to link to our About Us page, for example, you just have a simple URL. And then you just, okay. So then you just link right there like that. But I have a link to 4 different products, right? And then quick little descriptions about the products. And then they want to find out more, they can click on these links and find out more and check out the actual products, right? So we have discount codes, and then we have different products we're trying to sell the customers on. And that is the final email that's going to be sent out on the welcome series. So I wonder if there's more data or if I can view the other data, but let's just see. Right, so you can see if I go back more days, have more delivered emails. And as you can see, these are the value that people are converting at. So it's just, think of it as adding additional revenue to on top of what you're already getting from people. So these flows are here to kind of add on top of what's already happening on your store. So just think of it as it's a small little way or small little features you can add to your site to get more revenue from people and to convert more people as well, to boost your conversion rate, right? Somebody may not initially buy from your brand, but the fact that they learn more about your story, they become more familiar about your brand, eventually they will end up converting, or they may end up converting, I should say. So that's what these flows are for, is trying to get people to eventually convert, using basically by getting them familiar with your brand. So that is the welcome email series. Now, another one I'll show you is, let's do a post-purchase follow-up, right? Or no, actually, let's do a repeat purchase nurture series, right? So what this is basically we're trying to get people who have already bought from us to buy again, but they're going to be, it's going to be a split test in this one, right? And this is also a flow. So all you have to do is go to browse ideas and then type in repeat purchase nurture series, and it's an order count split, right? So, and this, what Klaviyo is doing is they're kind of anticipating when they expect the customer to place another order. They have an algorithm and it's feeding them data. And basically what that algorithm is saying, this is when the customer is most likely to buy again, right? So now what they're doing on their end is they're going to send out an email to these people when they anticipate that they're going to place another order. And I just set this one up and I'm testing it out. But basically, the trigger is basically on the expected date of the next person's order, right? So we're saying wait 1 day, and then we have a split test, right? So we have a split test is basically saying if somebody has placed an order over one time, they're either going to be on their second purchase, right? Or they're going to be on their second plus purchase. If they're on their second plus purchase, they're going to go down this funnel right here on the right. If they're on their first purchase, they're going to go down this funnel here on the left, right? And all you're doing is you're checking in with the customer and then you're trying to get them to convert eventually. But Klaviyo is doing this on their end. All you have to do is just set up this flow, right? And this is what it looks like, right? It says just checking in and a little surprise. So right here, this should actually be a coupon in here, right? I set this up not too long ago, but yeah, there should be a coupon in here because it's offering them a discount code. So we're so happy you're a customer. We haven't forgotten about you, and we hope you haven't forgotten about us. As a token as our appreciation, we'd like to give you a limited time offer to get 10% off your next order, right? So you insert your coupon right here, right? So our coupon, I believe for 10% off would be time, right? So make sure you actually have this coupon code set up on the back end on Shopify, and make sure you actually have it pasted right there, right? Because that would be another way you can convert. You can't convert people, right? If it says insert coupon code, but there's no coupon code right there, right? And then it says use the code above at checkout in the next 3 days and get 10% off your purchase, right? So they can click on this code and copy and paste it, and then it's going to give them a discount code, or they can go to shop now and copy it and then paste it when they're getting ready to check out, right? So I would save this. And then we have our trending products. This is dynamic right here. So basically it's going to be changing depending upon what's trending right now. What's the most hot product or products in our store are going to pop up right here, right? But we're just reaching out to the customer when it's anticipated that they're going to place another order, and we're trying to get them to convert and actually place that next order, right? So it's a pretty neat one. I looked it up online and people said that it works well for them. So I'm trying to implement it on my store, and I recommend you implement it on your store, right? So after this is sent out, like I said, we're split testing, right? So you would have a split test right here set up. And then, like I said, people are going to follow the left side or they're going to go on the right side, right? So following the left side, once again, we're going to wait 2 days. And then at 7 a.m. in the recipient's local time zone, so whatever time zone they're in, if they're in Pacific or if they're in Eastern or if they're in Central, this email is going to be sent to them at 7 a.m. in their time, right? So waiting 2 days, right, which is a time trigger once again. And then we're going to say, don't forget about your special offer. And then it should be these 2 coupon codes. Okay, so it's watch, right? So watch should actually be on the other email, but basically just let them know, don't forget about your 10% off. We hope you're enjoying your first order. Have any questions or feedback? We'd love to hear from you. As a reminder, for a limited time, you can get 10% off your next order. And this code right here is watch, right? So I'll just go in and actually make sure both of the codes are the same. So I'm going to copy and paste this one on the other one. So once again, it's just saying that they can use the code within the next 3 days and get 10% off their purchase. And they have these dynamic products right here. They will pop up once the email is actually sent out to the customer. It just all depends upon what is trending in your store. Right, so that's the second email that's going to be sent out. Now, what I'll do is I'll go in and actually put that code on the first email just so that everything is consistent. So the email is the discount code is going to be watch. Save the content, and then you're good to go. All right, so now we have the second side of the conditional split. These are for people who place 3 or more orders, right? These are only for people who place their second order. or they're anticipating that they're going to place their second order, right? So now if they were to place that order, then eventually they would fall into the right-hand side, the right-hand category, right? And this is what these emails look like. So we say ready for something new, and then we just say tired of the same old, and then we have different products right here. So basically when we're conditional testing, what we're trying to do is we're trying to see different ways that will convert the customer. So as you can see on the left-hand side of the conditional split, we were using a discount code, right? With this one, we're giving them a discount, but we're giving them free shipping. So ultimately what we're trying to do is we're trying to see what converts better. Do people want free shipping more, or do they want a discount code with 10% off, right? So this is why you do conditional splits, to kind of compare two things. So that's what we're doing. We're giving them a free shipping coupon on this part of the conditional split. Other conditional split, we were giving them a discount code. So we're just trying to gather data, and then over a long period of time, you'll be able to see how they compare and whether you should keep actually split testing them if you're getting kind of similar results, or if you should just go with one side of the split test. So like I was saying, we have a free shipping code right here, and it's pretty simple how you set that up on Shopify. I'll show you real quick. You just go to discounts, and then you create your discount right here, and then it's going to be a discount code. It's not going to be an automatic discount, right? Let's just say, I just call this discount FS for free shipping, right? So types, free shipping. Now, if you want to limit it to specific countries, you can do that as well too. Or if you want to do all other countries, you can do that as well too, right? Minimum requirements, none. Minimum purchase amount, none. And then minimum quantity of items, I don't have anything selected, right? So eligibility, everyone, specific group of customers, specific customers. And then what you want to do is you want to limit to one use per customer, because you don't want people to abuse these discounts, right? They could be like, oh, last time I used that discount code, free shipping, I got free shipping, so I'm just going to use this from now on, right? You only want to limit it to one use per customer, right? Because it doesn't make it exclusive. It doesn't make a discount exclusive if somebody could always use it, right? There's nothing special about that. But anyways, you would just set that up, and then you would just make it active on your start date, and then all you do is just go up and save it, and then eventually it'll pop up right here. It'll say that's active, or if you have it scheduled for a specific time to go active, it will have the time scheduled for right here in this corner once you save it. So we're giving people free shipping if they place 3 or more orders on their next expected date of their order. So that's the first email that's going to be sent out in the series. And then there's going to be a time delay. Once again, it's going to be, we're waiting 2 days after this first email is sent. And then it's 7 a.m. their time zone. And then we're going to send out the second email right here. And once again, I changed the subject a little bit up, but it says don't let free shipping go to waste. Don't have a preview text right here, but it's just saying, as a reminder, for a limited time, you can get free shipping on your order. Trying to throw in that scarcity, trying to include time countdown, something to try to get the customer to convert. So we're reminding them that they have free shipping, but we're also throwing in the fact that that shipping, that free shipping code might expire or might not always be there. So once again, we have that code pasted right here, which is ship, so they can copy and paste it right here. And then we have different product titles that they'll be able to shop and look at right here. So that one is called the repeat. It is called the Repeat Purchase Nurture Series. So it should pop up as an already pre-made flow. All you have to do is go to Browse Ideas and search for it. So the last one I'll show you is a happy birthday email. And this is pretty cool because if you came to any of the other classes, I showed you how to collect people's birthdays, right? So I'll just take you through how the whole process works, right? So what you're doing is you're collecting people's birthdays with a post-purchase upsell, right? So how do you do that? You're going to your apps, and it's called Reconvert, Upsell, and Cross-Sell, right? So all you're doing is this is popping up. This template, this post-purchase upsell is popping up after people place an order on your website and you're trying to get these people to convert again, but you can also collect their birthdays, right? So I'll go to customize. And then I'll go to the right area. And right here it has something called a birthday collector, right? This should already be popping up. But basically, what we're doing is we're telling people, let us know your birthday, a special gift will be heading your way. So all the customer has to do is just put in their birthday, right, and press submit. So we're collecting their birthday. And the cool thing about this is you can integrate this app with Klaviyo. So then you can set up a flow and send these people emails on their actual birthday. And we just threw in a 50% discount for these people on their birthday. So you're collecting their birthdays right here with this post-purchase upsell app, which is pretty cool because you can get them to convert right here, but you can also get them to convert on their birthday with an email. But you have to actually set that up, right? So just make sure that that's visible and that's turned on. Then what you would do is you would just go back to Klaviyo, or not go back to Klaviyo, go back to your post-purchase upsell app. And then you go to your settings, right? So you have birthdays as an option on your settings. So click on birthdays. And then the next thing you would do is, where'd it go? General settings. Actually click on general settings, right? So then you have your third-party birthday integration, right? So then you would select it, and then you would select Klaviyo right here. So then you have sync with Klaviyo. I already have it sync with Klaviyo, but you would just select this, right? So you have collect an app, make sure that's selected, and then sync with Klaviyo. So then you have to have an API key, right? You get this API key, and what the API key is, it allows these two apps to communicate with each other, right? So you're collecting it on the reconvert, upsell, and post-purchase cross-sell, and then you're transferring that data over to Klaviyo, but you have to have that API key so this data could be transferred, right? So how to get that API key is you go to Klaviyo and go to your account, right? And then when you're on your account, go to your settings, right? Under your settings, you have API keys. Now, if you look right here, you have your company name and then you have your public API key. That's what they want, right? So all you have to do is just copy and paste that. So you have to go back to your app and then you just go back to your general settings. And then now all you have to do is copy and paste this API key right here, save it. Now, all the information that is being passed through this app is now going to be passed to Klaviyo. So now you can send a customer a happy birthday email using a flow now. And you have to make sure all that is set up before you use this flow, or else it's going to say that the flow is active, but it's not going to be sent to anybody. So you have your happy birthday email standard, and you want this to repeat annually, right? Every time it's a customer's birthday, you want this to repeat. So it's not just a one-time thing. So you have to make sure that it's set up for annually to repeat. So flow trigger, what will trigger this flow? It's their birthday, on the person's birthday. And then you have at their specific time, and then you have your yearly, that's when it's repeating, right? So make sure that all that's set up. And then this is what it would look like. It's just a simple happy birthday email. And I set up a discount code for these people. I would say recommend going with a 35 to 50% discount code on people's birthday. You know, it's a special day for them, so make them feel special by giving them a good discount. So happy birthday to you from your organization's name. Will be 17th Watches, and I just have it's a celebration. And then you have some content in the background. Looks like confetti, celebratory content, happy birthday. And then basically it's just going to have their first name. All these are going to pop up. It just has their first name, this is dynamic, but it's going to pop up depending upon what the customer's name is. And then I just threw in a little message. We heard that it's your birthday. Do you know what that means? Today is all about you. Congrats to becoming a year older, wiser and stronger. Hope you enjoy your birthday with your loved ones. As a special gift, use the code Happy Birthday for 50% off your next order. And then we basically have a shop now button, send them to our website. Then we have our best sellers down here. So now the customers could get a discount code or a discount for 50% off on their birthday. So that's a pretty cool flow to use. If people really like your products and they're just waiting for a big discount, maybe their birthday might be the day where they can take advantage of that. So that's a cool flow to set up as well too. All right. Now, the last thing I want to show you is how to send out campaigns, right? So you're collecting email subscribers and then you want to actually target these people, right? So it's pretty simple. You just go to campaigns, right? Go to create campaign. Then you have your email. You have your name of your campaign. So let's just say I'll say first campaign, first camp for short, send to. You can send it to as many people as you want to on this list, or if you want to specifically target people, you can do that as well too, right? So if you just want to target engaged people, Klaviyo is putting these people in these specific categories for you. Engaged people are just basically people who have ordered with your brand, people who open up your emails, people who are actually clicking on the links on your emails. These people are engaged with your brand, or they're actually placing orders, whatever the case is, right? So if you want to specifically target these people with your campaigns, you can do that. Or if you want to target more than one group or one segment, you can do that as well too, right? So you have your VIP customers too. They probably hit a certain order threshold to become a VIP customer. You have your potential purchaser. These people haven't ordered, but you have their email. You have your subscribers. You have your repeat buyers. Some of these people may fall in these same categories. They may fall in more than one category, but what Klaviyo will do is they'll only send them one email. But you can target all these people, right? So, and if you don't want to send it to specific people, you can, it's optional, but you can select that as well too, right? So you can have the skip recently emailed profiles here, and then you just continue to your content, right? So for your actual content, you have your subject line. So what if our subject line was, this is your last chance, right? That's kind of to capture people's attention, to get them to open up the email. Then you have your preview text as well too. And then we'll be like, I don't know, say something like, don't forget about it. Or whatever the case is, right? I'm just making these things up, but you have your subject line. This is what people are going to see before they even open up your email, and it just goes to their inbox, and the preview text will pop up as well too. You have your sender name. Make sure it's the name of your brand or something that people are familiar with. I could even go with 17th if I wanted to, but we have 17th watches, right? Then you have your sender email address. What is the email address you want these people to reply back to? If you have a specific customer support email address, make sure that's listed right here. Sometimes you may have separate emails that you want to use for different things. So use your customer support, customer service email right here, right? And then how you like to design this email. I like to go with the drag and drop because it's pretty simple and easy to use. And you can set up templates, or you can use some of their templates, right? So if you just want to use one picture, you can go on one of these templates and then you could just edit it, right? So let's just say we wanted to go with this one right here, right? Now you can just go in and put in your logo, and you can put in pictures and things like that, right? So let's say I clicked right here, and then I wanted to replace this image. Sometimes you just have to use your logo for branding purposes. It makes it look better when you have your actual logo right there. If you wanted to make your logo smaller, whatever the case is, you can resize it. Sometimes when images are too big, they'll get sent to the customers or the potential customer's spam folder. So keep that in mind too. You don't want it to be too big, but if you want to resize it, you can do that too. So let's just say I wanted to make it a little bit smaller. I want to make this 400. I can do that as well too. And then just save it. and then makes it a little bit smaller right here. And then you can actually just add images, right? So let's just say you have a specific product, right? Once again, you go to images, and then you can replace the image. And then let's just say this was a specific watch we were trying to sell. I'd have an image of it, and then you have your actual email. And then you would just change this and write maybe like, hey there, today we're having a sale. It's buy one, get this watch for free. Buy any watch, get this specific watch for free. All you have to do is add this watch to your cart. This is one of our best selling watches. And then let them know when the deal ends. So this deal ends tomorrow night. This deal ends tonight. This deal is valid for this weekend, or whatever the case is. So you're just trying to sell people on the deal that you have, and then giving them a little background about the specific product you're selling, or a background about the specific deal you have. If you want to delete things from your email, it's simple. All you do is just click on the section, and then you just press delete, and you delete the block, right? This is already a pre-made email that they have for you, but you can change the color of these things just by going to your styles, or whatever the case is, or trying different things out. But all you would do is you would set up your email, and then you would just get ready to send it out. So once you have your copy down, and then your specific pictures down, you just save your content, and then you're ready to send it, right? So you'll scroll down, continue to review. If everything looks good right here, all you would have to do is just go down and scroll down, and then schedule or send it, right? So you can send it now, which means that you're sending it out instantly, or you can schedule it for a future date. So it's a cool way to it. Maybe you want to send it out on a weekday, but you only have free time on the weekend to set up these emails. You can set up a series of emails or campaigns that can be sent out in future dates. So maybe you can have all your emails scheduled for the month, or whatever the case is. So you don't have to keep going in and setting up these specific emails. You can get it all, you can get all the work done in maybe like a day or a few days, or whatever the case is, and just have these ready to go. So then all you have to do is just go on your website and actually set up those deals. If you have a discount code, or if you have, you just want to mark down a specific product, or if you want to set up an upsell, or whatever the case is, you can do that as well too. But it's pretty straightforward. So yeah, you can schedule it. So if I want to schedule it for today and I just wanted to send it out, I could do that as well too. You want to gradually send it over several hours, you can do that as well too. So Klaviyo will do is they'll send out the email to 20% of people, maybe at one time, and then maybe like an hour later, they'll send it to the next 20, then another hour after that, they'll send it to the next 20, eventually till they send it out to 100% of the people. You can do that as well too, and test it out and see if that works well or not. And then another cool thing is you could send it in the people's specific time zone, right? So if I want to send it at 4 p.m. In that person's specific time zone, you can select recipient's local time zone and do that as well too. If I just want to send it at 4 p.m. Eastern or 4 p.m. Pacific, I could do that as well too. So that's a pretty cool thing. And then once that's good to go, you just schedule it, right? And then you'll be good to go. So that is pretty much how you would set up your campaigns. And then I went over a few flows as well too. You guys have any questions or comments? Anything I can help you out with? If so, just type in the chat. All right, so, all right, it looks like you guys don't have any questions or comments. So I'll go ahead and end our class for today. But once again, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys learned some valuable information. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to type in the chat and at my name. I'll do my part to get back to you guys and make sure that I'll help you guys out as much as possible. But thank you. I really appreciate it. And you guys have a good day.